Hi, I'm Paige Apgar. I'm an Eden Energy Medicine Advanced Practitioner and a channel. I've been working with and studying energy since 2005 and connecting to non-physical beings since 1995. So what I'm working on right now is bringing over some videos from my Facebook page. These are recordings of live classes that were recorded on Facebook. And what I'm doing is taking just the end piece of that class. So these classes were composed of Donna Eden's daily energy routine. And then at the end, I would add a sequence. That's something that I created with the assistance of my guides. And those sequences were specific to the energy of the moment. So I would ask my guides, what is it that we need to know right now, or what do we need to do right now to keep ourselves in harmony with the shifting and changing energies around us. Now, that doesn't mean that you won't benefit from doing them now, since these were created in the past. You can do them at any time and still get the benefit of the exercises. So as I was saying, this is just the end of the class, but the full class with the daily routine is still available for you to watch on Facebook. So there's a link to that in the description. So if you'd like to see those, you can go there anytime. They'll stay there. I'm not removing them. So those are always available to you. I've also included a link to my website, which is soulslightenergyhealing.com, where you can find out more about me and my work, and more about Eden Energy Medicine and just a lot of other topics of energy healing. And in addition, I've included a link to my profile on the Insight Timer, where I hold a weekly energy balancing class and a monthly live Metatron channeling. Both of those are things you can participate in if you're interested, and they're both free. So thank you again for coming. I am so glad that you're here, and I really look forward to your feedback, just letting me know what you thought about the videos that you saw and what you'd like more of in the future. Bye for now. Okay, now let's move into our sequence, Creating Calm. We'll be working with the triple warmer meridian and the vagus nerve. So we're starting with the left hand making a 3-finger notch, thumb, index, and middle finger, and bring that right here to your throat. This is the triple warmer neurovascular at the throat. And we're just holding here, breathing. So exactly where you just were in that space of feet connected to the floor, well grounded, body relaxed. Talking to the triple warmer and helping bring calm. So for any of you who are new, the triple warmer meridian governs our fight or flight response. I usually call it the stress meridian. Together with spleen, triple warmer and spleen create a nice foundation for your system, a good solid foundation for the immune system and for the overall stress response in the body and feelings of wellness and balance. The spleen meridian governs the vagus nerve. Okay, now we're going to bring the right hand in a 3-finger notch to the right temple. So the left hand stays where it is. We're connecting with a triple warmer point here at the temple. It's another neurovascular point. Neurovasculars are places where we can connect with the energy of the meridian in a different way. We connect with it on an emotional level, so we get into sort of the deep emotional undercurrents. So settling in, relax, breathe. So an interesting thing with the triple warmer and the vagus nerve is that they also kind of balance each other on another level, the stress response and nervous system response. And the triple warmer reactions and balance kind of sits between, if you think of layers, between the extremes of vagus nerve. So the vagus nerve can be activated in a negative way when triple warmer has been in a state of high alert or alarm and reaction. So our stress responses can begin with the triple warmer going into high alert and then flip into the vagus nerve activating, which is a state that puts people into freeze, actually, into shutting down. But the opposite can also happen with the vagus nerve. The vagus nerve is also responsible for keeping us in a place where we feel really good, really well, which is the job of the spleen meridian. So it's interesting to think about all of those aspects and how they blend, and how we move through those states. So one thing to become aware of for yourself is when you're moving through different states, and then use these exercises to help yourself. So now we're switching hands. The right hand stays in the 3-finger notch, comes to the throat, left hand at the left temple. Just see what you notice, observe. Again, staying fully present with your system, following the breath if you need to. And we can extend the breath a couple counts longer on the exhale than on the inhale. That helps to balance the vagus nerve. Think of this as the dance between the triple warmer and the vagus nerve. Let's do one more deep breath here. Okay, good. Now your right hand comes to the left collarbone, and you're just going to lay it on the collarbone, sort of right in the center. It's not a really specific location. And then the left hand is coming to the groin or the crease of the leg. And you're just going to hold here. This is just a nice connection of a flow. We're also connecting right on points along the stomach meridian line, which helps ground us. Stomach meridian, this is another interesting aspect to bring in, because stomach meridian is on an emotional level associated with worry versus trust. And this is such a big one, right? Because when we can trust that all is well and things will work out fine and that we'll be supported and that bad things aren't going to happen and all of that, then we can let go of so many of the things that cause our stress response. So in earth element, we have spleen, which makes us feel safe in the world and gives us a really deep sense of wellness. And then we have stomach, which allows us to feel trust in life. So let's just think about that, trusting in life, trusting in everything flowing smoothly, being just as it should be. Things will all work out just as they should. Okay, let's switch sides. Left hand to the right collarbone, right hand's in the right groin. Just observe, notice what you feel, what emotions might come up for you, any movement in your system, always observing and breathing. Okay, so it's a nice slow practice today. The final hold is going to be the vagus nerve hold. So some of you may have done this. You'll bring a few fingers to the mastoid bone. That's this bone directly behind the ear. So fingertips are there. The hand is coming down the side of the neck on both sides. So we'll hold this for about 2 minutes. You can get comfortable. Oops, there goes my... Okay. All right, so holding and breathing. And you don't need to hold with pressure here. It's just making the connection. So you aren't squeezing. There isn't a lot of effort. And you can do this lying down or seated. Just get yourself comfortable wherever you need to. And relax into it. If you're standing, bring a little softness to your knees. Bringing it all together here, back to the vagus nerve. Vagal tone is so important in our just how we feel all the time. So holding this helps to balance vagal tone. Focusing on things like gratitude, compassion, kindness also raise the vagal tone. So we can do that again right now. Let's bring in some of those thoughts of the joy and magic and sparkle of the holidays. Compassion, helping others, extending out love. Okay, we're going to release that. And that is it for today. Thank you for joining me. Thanks again for watching. I hope that you enjoyed it. And if you did, you can come back every Wednesday at noon Eastern Time for the live class. And you can ask all of your questions in real time. And don't forget to subscribe for all the latest updates.